County, USA, since our president is there, you know, when you touch ground, as in HE of the KE, wherever he touches ground, claim that spot. We are officially Americanese just for this tour. Sindio, Yolanda Mulwa is my name, and it's time for a big discussion word around town. And today, my goodness, we are all in our feelings, and I don't blame anyone, right? You and I feel strongly about this, and it's easy, it's cool. I asked you, why do men find it difficult to marry a woman with a child when a woman has no issue marrying a man with a child? Your comments? Good Lord. Masculini Ledus says, majority of men do not have a problem marrying single moms. The only issue is that the few top tier men that women want have strict dating standards. Women should therefore pursue the men that will accept them. Oh, the aim is too high. It's from one of your own. Meskia, settle for less. Way, Bernard Ngugi says, the weakest men become stepdads. I have so much to say about the comments, but to each their own. They are your comments. And like I keep reminding you, my opinion is not a slice of cake that I want you to share with me. And so is yours. In a slice of cake. Linda Luisa says, men believe that once a man has access to a woman, it will never be taken away. They feel like the man will always have a place in her heart. We're together there. Lago is asking on Twitter, who did the survey and found out that women have no problem marrying men with kids than men marrying women with kids? Or who did the survey? You need to go to our social handles and read the comments. That there is the survey, right? And Dalmas 001 says, there's no more than a 1% chance the woman is coming back if the father is single. A probability that is significantly higher if it's a single mother. It's that attachment, that clear, that see-through rope. That's the problem. What Linda Luisa said, in short. Mwangemi says, mwenye kisima hapangi foleni. Please call Alimanzu or Hassan Juma, because I'm lost there. Kidogo. Joseph Mukoto says, thank you for the question. Number one, the baby daddy may come around. What Linda Luisa said. Two, the child may not recognize you as the father. Ego. Frederick Kiprop Kemboy says, I have no idea. Thank you for taking your time to type that out for us. We appreciate you. Stephen says, men equate kids with inheritance and continuity of lineage. Insecurity of the biological father might come when the kids are successful, and acceptance entitle dad entitlement. So you feel like you're investing in something that's not fully yours? Ask Yuanyanye on Twitter says, it's a thankless job. Superhero jobs are thankless jobs. Why are we forgetting that? Do you know the type of man it would take to raise a child that you know is not yours? Kwanza, you know, some women will change the children's name to look like yours. Do you know others will not? Yauko just raising Jahawiwea and you're Fred Musoga. And nobody's changing that name. But you know, it's a dirty man's job. I mean, it's a dirty job, but someone must do it. There's things that are greater than us, but we still wear the gloves and we roll with the punches. Cindy. But Nisawa, someone said weak men are called stepdad. Well, Engineer Eli Kolango says, because the owner of the well will never queue to fetch water. Tafakari ya babu. Kama engineer ameingia kwa conversation leo. Thank you for entering our group chat. Kimani Steven says, women often find it easier to accept a man without accepting his child, and this may not affect their relationship, even if they reject the man's child. However, a man must accept and love both the woman and her children. If he does not, the relationship is less likely to endure. Hey, there's women who used to hide their children in Ushago. And then that child is only visited when she goes to see her parents. But let me tell you, worse things have happened in this year, 254. Babs 254 says, man factory setting does not allow. Now, let me tell you, the comment section is extra lit today with so many feelings. And I'm not going to say that there's a particular answer we were looking for today. That's the reason why it's a discussion. Sindio, it's like potluck. Everyone brings something as long as we all eat. Sindio. Machalo Matakala says, the genesis of the problem is that some people think men and women are same in everything. The earlier we realize that men are purposefully different from women, the better for us as a generation. I like that. I like that. Men marry while women get married. It's that simple. These two are not the same. Margaret Lakeman says, which ladies don't have issues marrying a man with children? Some of us do. High five yourself, Margaret. I like it. Everyone's allowed to like what they like and not like what they don't like. Chris Orviedo Jr. says, if a lady will provide for us, I'll marry her with her 10 kids. You brought in the changing. Absolute had said, we have to discuss the money bit, right? My everything that I work for is for my offspring. Sasa my offsprings, the other people is Nengilia Wapi, and I was like, I might not agree, but I understand where that rationale is coming from. Stacy Chemaluk says, I have issues marrying a single father. By all means, tuanzie nil versus nil. I like that we've been very honest today with our conversation. Waweru J Senior says, a man brings resources to the relationship while a woman brings liabilities. Guy, mbono umetuambia hivyo? George Nderitu, I really want to get through as many comments as I can. I can't even, but I'll try. Let's do this. Every time I come in to speak to you about one thing or the other, I'll try and read at least 2 comments. Toka pamoja. Now, to call us, 0719012600 live in the studio. And here's some audio from you and what you had to say about this one. All I'm going to tell you is no one can tell you what to do with your life. If you like cross-eyed chicks, that's your jam, you do. If you like women who you don't care whether she has children, you'll take them because you love every part of her. That's also entirely up to you. If you say that you can't marry a guy with children, that is entirely up to you, because nobody should dictate what you do with your life. And the rest of your life is a long time to let us chip into what cuts in there, right? The news in 7. What?
To do with pride and ego, a man feels like raising someone else's child is not his problem.